Hi, I'm Leilany Garcia. I'm a second year TLS, and this is my end of the year presentation. So firstly, I added a minor. I thought this was a good decision because entrepreneurship and marketing are closely connected together because they both focus on understanding customers and delivering value. Next semester, I'm going to be taking a product development class, which I'm really excited for because I think it will go hand in hand in marketing because it will be about. Oh, secondly, I joined the American Marketing Association at UTSA, which I was really excited for because I think that's why I last the first year because I didn't really know anybody that was in marketing just as like myself. I didn't really have any friends, but I was able to get friends by this organization. I started attending networking events. I made connections with other members and gained friendships. I was able to get an insight into real world marketing careers, and I also was able to improve my resume. And I learned the importance of my portfolio, which I really did not know about, but it was really good to know. So this is a hands in hands organization with the AMA, which is a student run marketing agency. I recently just joined it like this March, and I will be contributing to the marketing research team this following fall of 2026. And I'm really excited because I'll be able to get hands on experience in real world marketing projects. So this semester, I was able to do marketing research. I did marketing research with my professor, her name is Professor Young, and I was able to do research on consumer behavior. I analyzed customers' preferences and decision-making patterns. And then I did another research with fellow students, and we studied social media's influence on college consumers. We were able to collect and analyze data from around 100 people, which was really good. And this is an example of what we got. And this is service I did throughout the year, which is I did Ferrari Kids with Top Golf for UTSA, for TLS. I did Haven for Hope in Halloween, and the annual gala for Ferrari Kids and the city council cleanup. And for AMA, I would frequently do the food bank. And I also did this paw in parks, which was really cute because I was able to like just walk with dogs, which was really fun. And this is like memories from this year. I turned 20 this year, which was really exciting because I think it's a very serious age. I got my license this year. I started driving for the first time. I started going on walks. I became a big this year, which was also really nice. I started going out more. So I went to the first time as a fair. It was really nice experience. And I go to like museums. I hang out with friends, and just really it's been fun. And thank you.
Right. Well, it has been a real joy mentoring you and advising you in the time that you've been here since you started TLS, Leilany. And I know that it took you a while to come out of your shell a little bit and begin making these connections around campus. So I really am pleased by this progress and the progress you've made this semester. I want to encourage you to keep going forward with it. Keep searching for new opportunities, especially in Alvarez, where there are so many and they are so well run that someone like you could definitely benefit from just putting yourself out there more, especially in a field like this. I'm glad that you had mentioned becoming a big. I think that's big with TLS, and I'm glad to see it. And I really want to see that develop even further and build that relationship. Also remember that in marketing, it is one thing to put yourself out there and be involved, but you are also going to have to demonstrate expertise. And part of that comes from continued involvement, but also ensuring that your grades are also good and continuing to work with your professors and instructors. And I think it's going to be not very long before we approach the time for you to deliver your senior exit. So we really, really want you to continue this momentum that you've shown this year, which I think is great. Can you talk a little bit about the research that you had completed? Were there any challenges? I think is the big thing that I'm seeking to understand a little more.
There was challenges because I worked with 5 students, and we both had to do 20 to send around 20 students each, and it was really hard to have people answer the survey because people would just ignore it. So what we had to do is we had to get like gift cards to like for a raffle to influence people to like do it, because I think that was our biggest issue, that people weren't answering to like the survey, or like they would just randomly do it, like they wouldn't actually read through it, so it would mess up our results. That's what the biggest issue was.
We see that as staff too. When we need assistance or when we need input from other actors across the university, it's a struggle sometimes. So that's another lesson in perseverance and just continuing to try to move things forward. But I'm glad to see that you had that experience in that class as well. Along with that, part of what's really going to be beneficial and take you far and set you apart from other people in your majors is really working on your skills in terms of presentation. You have come a far way, and there is a way to go that I'm confident that you're going to be able to nail without issue. So, job well done. And that's all I had from me. I'd like to open the floor up to any program staff, anyone in the room, anyone that may have joined virtually.
Well, I think George is spot on. Like, I know we haven't worked together, really, but keep listening. And I'm glad to see you're getting more involved on campus. I recall last year that was a challenge.
Yes.
And I think that's going to be key, as George said. Same thing with those faculty connections. I got some advice once from another faculty member about how to best recommend students make connections with faculty, and she said to me that she encourages her students to try and have at least one faculty member every single semester that they make a really solid connection with. Just one. And then keep that connection. So every semester, one connection that you maintain, with some longevity. If you started that now, you would have 5 solid, or 6, if we go back to the fall with your research, 6 solid faculty members you could be working with. And each one of those faculty members is going to give you a different perspective on how to advance your career. They're going to help you with connections. And one of the things I think in business, it is you won't get to the next step if you don't have those connections, right? And ACOP, you guys learn that all the time. So just something for you. So
Thank you.
good job.
Any other questions or comments before we move to wrap this presentation up? Okay, cool. Great job. Thank you, Leilany.